Let's go. We here. Not yet though. So like I said, the goal of this series is to make it to 5,000 views. This is part 2 of that journey of making it to 5,000 views. Like I said, I am basically an undiscovered artist, underrated artist, unknown artist. And the people I worked with on this are as well. You know, we're all still building our own fan bases. Pulling in thousands of views is relatively hard if you don't have some type of budget behind it and some type of plan behind it. In this video, I'm going to be a lot more specific than I was in the last video. In the last video, it was more just saying the groundwork. This video, I'm going to be a lot more concrete in what we actually did in the process. So yes, we did actually plan out a specific marketing plan. What are we gonna do day to day to keep pushing this video out there? Like I said, I don't have a huge network. I don't have a lot of people that's behind me helping me do this. We basically had to learn all of this on our own. And what's great about this plan that we did is it's not very specific towards music. This can be towards an artist. This can be towards a dancer. This could be towards a fitness instructor. This could be towards a blog. A lot of these resources that we're using can be used across all networks, and it can be adjusted to what niche it is. Just to start, we did make it to 3.5 thousand views, and it's crazy to think this is my most views I've received on this page. So hey, this is huge to me. This is huge to everybody who's involved. We hit 2,000 in less than 3 weeks. And just to show a little bit, I mean, 56 likes as well. We're picking up steam as far as it being real, organic people seeing this video, clicking on the video and actually taking the time to like, subscribe, watch, and even comment. So just going a little bit more into detail on the actual analytics of my page. And as you can see, in the last 28 days, 3,614 views. My first mic video didn't even have that many views. That's because people are coming to my page, watching the video, and then going to my other videos and watching them as well. I'm also up 32 subscribers in the last month. Which is, that's crazy growth. That's crazy growth. As you can see so far, the most views I've received in a day is 303. That was 2 days after the release of the music video. So it was just basically natural momentum of me having marketing behind it, as well as my own organic fan base that tuned in. Actually, my first music video I released last year received 71 views this month. And then the video I just recently released before First Mic has received 40 views this month. So as you can see, people are coming to my video, clicking on it. Okay, that was nice. What else does he have? So that's all you want as a musician. That's all you want as an artist. You want that organic, oh, okay, I seen this video. Let me go see what else they do. Let me go to their social media. Let me go to their Twitter. That's what you call organic traffic. That's people just being genuinely interested in what you have to offer. So previously, I did talk in the last video about Instagram and Facebook and how important it was. If you don't have a Facebook page, set up a Facebook page right now, because I will show you right here. Since March 21st, I've received 24 page likes, 198 post engagements, and it's reached 11,000 people. That's 11,000 people that have seen my face, my video, my links, anything really. And that's all because of the power of Facebook. I post whatever I post on my Instagram, I post to my Facebook as well. So this ad was one of my favorites because I was able to include the story of First Mic. I was able to include who was included in it, and I was able to include the link, which took basically like a screenshot or the cover art of the video, which I wasn't crazy about. I kind of thought about putting my own photo in, but I was like, hey, they'll be able to click directly on the link if they see the ad. And that's what happened. This post had 524 engagements. That's if people liked it, that's if people went to my profile, that's if people liked my page, that's if people shared it, and that's if people actually clicked the link. 500 people, I think I ran this ad for 2 weeks. For 500 engagements, hey, it was perfect. It did exactly what I wanted to do. I ran ads on my promo video. Off of my promo video, I adjusted and moved some things around to create this one. So the promo only had 113 engagements. Like I said, I adjusted it, got it up to 500 engagements. Perfect. The ad that I did it received 1,200 people seeing the ad in some shape or form. In that, I mean, look at all of these different states that it's hitting: Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, Colorado, Arkansas. 500 people actually engaged with the post. That's a resource that if you're not taking advantage of, you're missing out. You're missing out on basically growing your audience for a relatively decent amount of money. As you can see, I only spent $20 on this ad. $20 in 6 days. I was able to get 500 engagements. That's So the next part of the marketing plan was actual Google ads. Something that a lot of people don't know is that YouTube is owned by Google. So to advertise on YouTube, you have to use Google ads. You can create your fan base. You can create what you want their interest to be, how old they are, male or female, if they're located in the United States, Spain, even regions. And you can even go into as much detail as to what type of content they are searching for. And this is one of my favorite parts of Google Ads. It's called video keywords. It's keywords that they're paying attention to, that these people are watching or looking up. For each ad that I run on Google Ads, this is for anybody that I work with, you have to create A's and B's. Basically what that means is 2 different versions of the same ad. I'm gonna do male on this one, I'm gonna do female on this one, I'm gonna do 30 through 60 on this one, I'm gonna do 20 through 16-year-olds on this one. Is basically finding your most successful ad. This is basically my most specific ad that I created out of all of them. I focused on the interest, I focused on the age, I focused on male or female, and I focused on keywording. These were my most successful keywords in the many ads that I made. As you can see, my average cost per view came out to 15 cents, which is kind of on the expensive side. For some pages that I work for, it can hit 8 cents. For some pages I work for, it's almost $1. So for 15 cents, I wasn't too mad about that, but hey, I earned 537 views. The good thing about Google Ads, it doesn't count a view as somebody who's just clicks on your ad. A view is literally someone who watches 10 or more seconds of your video. Basically, you don't get charged until it's a view. You don't get charged for impressions, which is different from Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook and Instagram, you get charged for every single time that ad shows up on somebody's timeline, story, anything. For Google Ads, you only get charged for your view. It's their job to increase your impressions on how you're seen through their algorithm. I was seen in their algorithm 56,000 times. That was 56,000 people that seen my ad pop up on their up next, on their home page, and anywhere else where it would basically be, here are your selection of videos, would you like to watch one of these? I earned 537 views for $78. This was a very high cost ad, but it did the job. It's moving the video. Every one of these views is helping my YouTube algorithm, because YouTube, as you know, it keeps feeding you videos you might like or you may be interested in. Even if that was a video you already watched, so it's bringing people back to my video. And if it's a video that, hey, this person watched this video, and then came onto your video, maybe this other person that did that would like your video as well. That's how the YouTube basically builds their algorithm. I'm running, give or take, about 3 different Google ads on my video right now. And I'm still under the cost. I said this to somebody, I'm still under the cost of if you bought a resale PlayStation 5. I'm trying to do this for less than $300, $400. I haven't even passed $300 yet. So I'm way above my goal. Like I said, YouTube algorithm is helping me anyway, so it's a win-win right now. So lastly, outside of the paid things that I did want to touch a little bit about the things that I did for free. For one, I have a link in my bio. This is basically where I want people to go directly to anytime they want to find anything that I'm working on. I'm on a podcast show called The Third Shift. Very first link. Videos, that's exactly where you'll go. It'll take you straight to my YouTube page. Stream my music. It takes you to another link that gives you, it takes you right to my Spotify, Apple, and my YouTube. That's something that a lot of people don't do for some reason. Make sure it's easy for your followers to know where to find your stuff at. And if you have tons of stuff on the internet, have one precise location to access all of those things. If you want to make your own website, hey, all the power to you. But if you do decide to do a website, do something that is very easy to navigate for people on social media, because that's how most people are going to see your links. A lot of people aren't accessing your links on the computer. Another thing is I stayed active. Anybody who shouted me out on my story, anybody who DM'd me, anybody who interacted with my social media anyway, I contacted them back and showed my genuine interest in them being interested in me. That's something that a lot of up and coming artists need to understand, is that people take the time to listen to you, so take the time to appreciate them back. Another thing was I posted basically a short snippet of the actual video the day that the video was posted, and that video alone got 720 views. 720 views, I'm sure at least a couple of those people had to make their way to my music video, and that was literally just me posting it on Twitter. I didn't tell nobody to retweet it, I didn't tell nobody to like it, and I did very well. I talked about a very specific reason and why I made the song, and I put that in the tweet. Official video for First Mike is out now, a link. So they can click on the link, it takes them directly to the video. There's no hoops they gotta go through to get to it. Another thing that I did get my first interview of the year, which was sweet. Huge shout out to Royal Rap. It was big that he reached out to me to do the interview. Basically, I just put a photo dump. You know, Instagram is huge in photo dumps right now. But I basically just put up a couple things in my interview. And then I just slightly put in there, hey, we almost hit 4K on First Mike. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep bashing people over the head with the music marketing. I want people to realize that I'm doing work outside of the release that I did. It's all free. This is all just me putting in the footwork behind the video. So coming back to the video, yes, we are almost to 5,000. I will make another video once I reach 5,000. I will talk about a couple things that I did adjust to reach 5,000, because there's already some things I'm gonna adjust, and I wanna talk a little bit more detail. And also, once I reach 5,000, I'm gonna talk about the impact that it's had on my social media as a whole. It's basically grown my social media a lot more than what it was before this video. So I'm gonna basically be riding that momentum into my next release. And one thing I do want to say is having a marketing budget is constant interactions with your page. I say this to all of my clients. You're constantly getting looked at. This is something that is very, very slept on if it's something you want to grow in. Any business, any brand, they want to have constant marketing going, because you don't want to be forgotten and you don't want to lose momentum. You're going to naturally grow momentum doing your own work, doing what you were doing prior to the marketing. Now, adding that marketing onto it, a day that you're like, okay, man, I've been working all week. You know what I mean? Let me sit back, let me relax. It's still getting pushed. Your page is still getting looked at. Your page is still getting clicked on. Your links are still getting clicked on. This is all without you doing any work that you were doing prior. I appreciate you tuning in to part 2 of my journey to 5,000 views. The link to my social media and the Underrated Marketing will be in the description. Once again, thanks for watching. It's Malik. I also go by Malik Allen. I'm gone.